Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faurot Field today. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Kelly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Brooks. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. On the ground, it's Brooks. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to scramble. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Morton. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. To the air, it's Cook. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Right back to the air on second and 10. Keeps looking downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Cook. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Morton. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And that pass is intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
To the air on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
That's the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Cook. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Go straight ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will give him the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Morton. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Missouri 14, Texas Tech 7.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wants to pass it on second down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Texas Tech.
They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Dances away. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle. It's Douglas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brooks. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. He'll let it go down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
On the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He wants it all. Pass to the end zone, caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
To throw, it's Morton. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to